Yes, do you see my screen? Are you able to hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yesterday, we have talked about one report that is an like RDF report it is. Let's see. The report name here is what it is. OpenPO, is it? This is the query we developed. These are all individual queries just to identify, but anyway, final query is this one. And in the last class, I talked about MD completely, MD50. Take down this query. In the last class, we talked about MD50, then followed by query development. Only two concepts we have seen. Now today is report development. Okay, report development also done yesterday. Now next today is here registration. This is the one we'll discuss today. So for registration, you must know the hierarchy. Okay. The hierarchy here is, one second. This is the one. There are few steps we have to follow. Now, first is here. You are logged into the user. Okay, this is the first one. So I'm coming from fifth step onwards to first. Okay. Fifth is user. User is any user, your own user or operations user. Right now, operations user I'm using. Then I just logged it. Then what next here? Responsibility. So through which user, through which responsibility you would like to submit. This related to purchase order that they will let you know, like yesterday we have seen, right? But in this case, we are using or the as per document only will go, not a problem. This is a document. Can use here GPO super user. So this responsibility we created yesterday. GEPO super user. So these two you will have to create responsibilities, but I'm just creating only one it is. Now go is a GPO super user, correct? This click on this, open. Now we need to go to view requests, submit a new request, single request. Here is the place we have to submit it here. That's about the responsibility. Now request group. So request group, if you attach your program, then only that will be available here. Request group, what you can do, you can go to system administrator. Then security. responsibility defined. Your GPO super user, right? Now request group is not there. That also we have to create it. Okay. This is for G client. So there must be a group which starts with a GE. That group name we have to create in other navigation here. In this navigation. This one. I'm creating a new group. GE custom reports. Custom report means fresh reports from scratch. And here also custom application we have to give, but right now I'm giving purchasing. So same way. Description if you want to all new development of reports. That's any matter, okay, you can give. So this request group we have to attach to your, the navigation here is, if you look at here, security, responsibility defined. This is a navigation. Security responsibility defined. Click on this. G. Here is a place request group we have to attach. Okay. Responsibility will have a request group. Request group will have all the programs. There may be 100 programs. There may be 10 programs. Whatever. It's a group. Okay. Request group is also over. Now next is concurrent program definition. Concurrent program definition is here. Program defined. Here is the place we have to. This is a navigation. Concurrent program defined. Now it will expect the executable here. Executable will hold the this executable. It will hold the file name here. So now come to the first step. First, what you have to do? Executable is the first step. This is just to make you understand. I told you from bottom to top. But if you want to register any report, the first step is executable creation. Executable navigation is what it is. System administrator, concurrent, program, executable. So we have so many other methods like PLSQL procedures one for SQL Star Plus. This is for SQL reports, and for Unix program we can use host like that. Okay. Now execution file name is the file name. It must be from server only, not from your local machine. So server means like we have to connect to your WinSCP and login. Go to application server, Oracle, Vision, file system, application, then PO, then reports, US. This is the navigation. Okay. So you can bookmark also this one, like archive. See, this is a bookmark. Control O. You can add up here. Every time you can go to this particular. Okay. Add to bookmark also. Control B we can use. And straight away you can go to open bookmarks, and then you can go. This is also an option to go frequently. Now, yesterday we already saved that particular RDF. Correct. What was the name we have given yesterday? Open POs, right? Where it is. Somewhere we saved, is it? 95 we saved. Check. I think we saved in a desktop, is it? Go with the date. Is it correct? So keep this file into the server. After keeping, what you have to do, we'll have to give a permissions here. The permissions are right now read write only. Executable also we have to give. Take this properties. You can give here 777. Take this. We have to keep here. That's it. The execution file name is the same file name which is available into this server here. Take this file name, short name, and then purchasing. And description also same you can give, not a problem. First step is over here, that is executable creation. Executable creation is what type of the file it is. Is it a report or Unix program or procedure or SQL plus file, which one it is? So that is a executable name. Executable means the type of file name. So right now it is RDF file. Next is program. Program will have all the parameters, types, styles, printer styles it will have. Now program is the next step. So first step is here, move the file and created an executable. Second is concurrent program. So concurrent program navigation, concurrent program, and then define. We'll have to attach short name and variables. Sorry, purchasing. There is the place you can take anything like PDF, let's say, and style name. You can take anything like A4, whatever. Then parameters, we have not taken parameters. If it is having a parameters, we can attach over here all the parameters. And save to IP. Next, request group, right? So request group navigation, we have seen already, correct? What is the request group navigation? Security, responsibility, request. We already created request group. This is a request group. And by mistake, you may take site or something. Okay. I am attaching right now program. If we are attaching group of programs, then we can go with the set. It is set. This is your program name. If you are developing 10 reports, all 10 reports we can include over here. It's a group actually, group of reports. So how many steps we performed as of now? First, we moved file to server. Then secondly, created executable, created a concurrent program and attached to the request group so that we can go to this responsibility through this user and we can submit it. If you understand these steps, you will be able to submit that. Purchasing. Okay. Here is a place GE. If it is not appearing, means you could have attached to a wrong one. It is. See, right now it is not available, right? We went to purchasing vision operations. It is not available. This is the way we maintain a security, but usually we have attached to GE responsibility, correct? So every time we have to go to that only, then only it will appear your report. Security is like this only. Perfect. Your output. This is the output here. Okay. For every of these characters, there's something setup issues. And user can submit a number of times like this. And they can schedule also this program. Schedule means to run periodically every day, and every day 1 week it needs to run like this. So we schedule this, see, scheduling time and all. Got it? So this is the way we can register a report. We talked about here registration. So we'll register one more time so that you can easily understand. So online guys, can you follow me now? First step is what it is. Move file to server. Just for identification, I'm putting two at the end. This is the first step. Secondly, what you have to do, we need to go to executable. The navigation here I mentioned, and the responsibility also I mentioned here, that is system administrator. Go to system administrator, executable, purchasing. That's it. The registration is hardly 1 minute job actually. First time you will get confused, I know. Secondly, what you have to do, concurrent program definition. Concurrent define. Purchasing. Yes, A4. Any size, save. And third point here is security responsibility request. Security responsibility request. Request group we already created, that is B. Second report I'm attaching here. We can keep adding this one. Save. The fourth step is what is this request group is already attached. Every time we don't need to attach, already attached. Only you have to perform 3 steps here: executable, concurrent program, attached to request group. Request group, one time if attach, that's enough. Now we need to go to there's a responsibility. We request. This is how you can submit it. So it is scheduled, right? Scheduled. It will submit again tomorrow. It's taking time. We output. You can see. So earlier we faced issue in seeing this because there is a PDF issue. Okay. No, it's okay. PDF is not updated properly. You can see the huge output like this. Okay. Any doubts till now? This under registration. All right. Are you following, guys? Like
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anirudh, like your batch will be after 1 hour actually. Otherwise, you will get mad. Okay, that's about that. Now, next point we'll see. This notes I'll see deployment and all I clearly mentioned where we need to move. Navigation is everything. Okay. Now next topic is user exits. Fifth point here is user exits. There are 5 user exits, but I'll focus now only 2. First, open report through report builder. Control check. Paper layout. Data model. Okay. So here all table is there, right? Let's say I'm removing this underscore all. Just PO headers only it took. PO headers is what it is. It's a view, right? Underscore all is a table. It's a view right now. Now run this report. So it's not giving data. So to get the data from views, what we have to do, we have to use the user exits. Even if it is a single view within this query, then it will not give the data. This is a table, these are all tables only, but only this is the view. So whenever you are handling the views, we have to use the user exits to get the arg specific data. Underscore all, instead of using underscore all, you can use the views also. But how to get the data here is that let me show you user exits. The user exits we have to keep into after parameter form and other one is after report trigger. Two user exits we have to use. So write in capital letter SRW means SQL report writer. That is a full form of this. It's a package actually. SRW SQL report writer. It's a built-in, we can say, built-in or package SRW dot user exit. Then single quote FND SRW INIT. INIT means initialization. It will initialize the views to get the specific data. See, it's capital letters, small letters, it will not be able to recognize. SRW dot user exit, FND SRW init initialization. After initializing, the views, like we have to exit also. That is from after report trigger. So function is like it's like it will always return a value. Right now it is returning a true. It's a boolean, right? True or false. But anyway, we are talking about this user exit. Two user exits. One is for initialization, other one is for exiting. Okay. We'll talk about other triggers whenever we get it. Okay, the topic. Now save this. First compile it. Whenever you use the user exits, one mandatory parameters also you have to include. The parameter will be under user parameters. So what is the parameter we need to use is, I'll show you the error so that you will come to know. I can straight away tell you also, but you should know if you miss it, what will happen. I move it to server, save. it is going to end as an error. See, if you go and log, it is giving an error saying that in after P form means parameter form, after fee form, user exit, there is an unknown column. It is not able to recognize this column. So this is the column pconc request ID. Okay. Go to user parameter, click on plus here. I'm adding another parameter here, F4. Remove this quotes, pconc request ID, it's a number. What it will hold, it's like a variable actually. It will hold the value of this request ID dynamically. Just a variable only, every time it will change. Whenever you are using user exits or in a report, it's a mandatory parameter. Okay. Go to application. We have to move, right? Now it will give output. Even though I use a weave inside of query, because of the user exits only, we'll get the data. So this is a view. Okay. View output. Got it? Now tell me what is the purpose of user exits? In one line also you can say. From a view? You can extract the data. That's it. So what user exits you have used? Init, but you have to say full. Tell me. Yeah, full in the sense not abbreviation. What you have to do? You can mention trigger also. So this is a firing sequence. First it will fire before, then after, then before. Sequence you need to say if someone asks you, okay? After parameter from this one. And then here after report trigger. Clear? That's about the user. If you use a user exits, one mandatory parameter is required. What is the purpose of mandatory parameter here? Which is used to hold a request ID. If you submit 10 times, 10 times also it will take the value of request ID. Got it? Now next point. Derive concurrent program name dynamically. Okay. And display into the output. To derive the concurrent program name, this program name. Just go to system administrator. You can rename also, see ITM, PO, open PO report. Like this. Okay. We can modify the program name. But now the point is here, this program name, I need to display into this report, whatever you have seen output, right? At this particular place. See, just before I modified, and tomorrow another user may modify this. Whatever modified, we have to display this. I can keep report name in the layout model here directly saying that here is a place. I can take one boiler text, let's say, saying that open PO report. But if I take like this, if user changes here, the description of the program, it may not reflect here. Again, developer help is required. That is the reason why what we will do. First, we will take concurrent program name from this particular table. So FND concurrent programs VL, and we'll go to requests table. This is the request table. See, FND concurrent requests table. Two tables we have to use, and dynamically we can give this request ID. So request ID, how we can populate dynamically? By using pconc request ID. Is that clear? Now develop a statement, select statement. Just two tables only I'm combining, nothing much. Select from two tables. What are they? FND, concurrent programs VL. And one more table. Correct. FND, concurrent requests. Time condition. Concurrent program ID. FGR dot concurrent program ID. An application ID also. Sometimes we may submit from another application ID. The program application. So there is a slight variation here. Remember, straight away application is not there. Now we require user concurrent program name. That's it. And FCR dot econc request ID. Clear? It is not allowing here to pass the parameter. For timing, I'll take that. It is a ITMPO open report, right? Now this we can keep into one function, and we'll allocate that to the one program unit will keep, then we'll allocate one placeholder, and then we can derive it. I'll tell you step by step. Just 4 steps are there. Don't get confused. First step is develop a query. And second step is what it is. We are developing a program unit here. Okay. Program unit related to this report. Can you see a program unit? Correct. Program units are there, right? Click on program unit. Which program unit you would like to use? Like I would like to use a procedure also you can take. If it is an individual, only one topic, but likewise display ledger name and display setup books name, like that. There are common utilities are there, common requirements. So that's why I'm using a package. Package is always better. Package spec and body. So this package from where you have to call here is, we had seen report triggers 5, right? Before parameter form, after parameter, before report. In a before report only, we have to call this because placeholders will activate at before report trigger. I'm using this package specification. And before creating a program unit also, there is one more option that is, now you can easily understand, that is placeholder column. See here, placeholder, formula, summary. Overall, three things are there here. Summary formula, maybe in the next class we'll see. Right now, placeholder column. Click on this. What are you going to derive here? You are going to derive report name, correct? And placeholder column is going to return a character information, correct? So we have to use character, and width is 200. PLSQL formula. And you should not click like this. If you click it, see, it will, while compiling, it will give an error. So I'm compiling now. This type of error we will get. Placeholders will not write code. Okay, I'm retaking again. Placeholder character 200. That's it. Don't click on formula. If you click on formula, what is the error you will get is compilation will give. So first step is what is placeholder. This extra column is placeholder. It is not coming from a query. Remember, it is an extra column, calculated column in the report. This is the first step. So step by step we'll go. To derive a concurrent program, first step is what is query. Second is placeholder column. And third is here program unit. Program unit I am using package. Tell me how to create a package now. Where to go? Go to window, object navigator, then program unit. After that, see there is option here, correct? Create package spec. So this package, from where are you going to call before report trigger? So you can write like this, before report. Any other name also, but just to make you understand, I'm using. Make sure there should not be spelling mistakes. That's it. Now inside of it, there is a procedure. Procedure get report name. That's it. Procedure name. I'm not using anything here. Now go to body. Before report. So here is the place we have to write procedure. Procedure name is what it is, get report name is begin exception get. So this is the syntax for procedure. So inside of this package body, like these programs, you can use n number. The syntax you have to remember first. Procedure name is begin exception end. Now in between begin and exception, there is a statement we have to use. What is that statement? This statement. Okay. Now we'll have to include into a variable here, that into class is required. Into class. Let's say L name. L name is local variable. L name. This L name, as it is a local variable, we have to use it. Declare, right? Declare whatever the data type it is. Varchar 2 of 200. Now this request ID is dynamically passed. If I submit 10 times it will not be same, right? So what you have to do? We'll provide here one mandatory parameter. What is that mandatory parameter? P func request ID. Is that clear now? By executing the statement, actually, your L name will have a value of concurrent program name. That program name will return it to your placeholder. How will assign it to the placeholder is colon. Your placeholder name. This is a placeholder name. Take this. Placeholder colon is equal to, this is called as an assignment operator, and then colon is not required here because L name is here only. L name. So what I am doing here, guys, just two steps here. First, we are getting through PCONC request ID concurrent program name. That name is we are holding into local variable. That local variable we are allocating to a placeholder. So how many exceptions are there in PLSQL? Standard exceptions. Any idea? Like when no data found, when others than. These are all you know. When no, these are all you have to read, guys. When no data found means if your concurrent program is not there, then we have to put a message saying that srw dot message your error number, let's say 100. Error message. Error occurred while getting report name. Any message, your message. SRW again, SQL report writer. This is for error handling we can use. And if you want to come out from this, then there is a nice keyword here. These are all PLSQL. So still you, if you don't know much on PLSQL, today go to this into class, procedure syntax, package syntax, and exception handling. Okay. Compile. Overall, program it is also over. Fourth one is here. Call package name dot procedure name into before report trigger. Okay. Procedure name is what it is before. Package name is before report. Procedure name is get report name. Package name dot procedure. Then only it will work. Which trigger I need to call before? Report trigger. Go here. Before report. See why before report trigger only means placeholders will activate into before report trigger. So now tell me how to call here. Package name. What is the package name? Before report dot get report name. So this is the way we have to call the package name dot procedure name. Now, why only before report? Because this placeholder, it will work in only before report trigger. That is a functionality of RDF. Okay. Now next is go to layout model. Go to layout model. Here is the place. I am taking one text field here. Text field. For this text field, we have to attach your concurrent program. This CP report name it is. This is a placeholder. So the fourth step is what it is. Fifth step. Assign placeholder to text field in layout model. That's it. 5 steps process it is overall. To derive a concurrent program name into RDF dynamically, all the 5 steps we have to follow. Okay. Now compile this RDF. Move to server. We will have to go to your another PO responsibility, that is PO. GPO. There is a shortcut also, Alt VRMO. Quickly we can submit it. Check if anything is going wrong here. Check. B2 has no size, length or width or 0. Okay. We have taken somewhere boiler text, but it is overlapping somewhere. This is a boiler text. It is B2. B for boiler text. Is it B2? It's a field, right? Go to object navigator. Check B2. This is the B2. If any size issues, let's say for example, I'm modifying this as a BSCS. A4 instead of A4, you can use landscape, land wide, portrait. Those are all the regular formats, BSCS also. The size issues, if you face, you will have to change the width of the program. Still same issue. Okay, B2. So did we move already into the server? Okay. I have removed all the pilot texts. Just checking what went wrong. Okay, debugging little. Now it's completed, right? The problem is that width issue. Now we output, it is displaying here. See, if you look at here, ITM open PO report. If you modify something also, it will be derived automatically. Let's check that. Go to system administrator. That is a good advantage with this report. User exits. Here I'm modifying report. Modify example, I'm saying. It is modified. Correct? Even if you modify the concurrent program also, it will be derived because of the select statement. The select statement we have taken into program unit here. The program unit is here. After parameter from package body, go to body directly. This statement. Okay. In the same way, if you want to derive company name is Vision Operations right now, right? Now, seventh step is similar steps will follow. Derive company name. All 5 steps we are going to perform right now. All 5. It's a second example so that you can easily understand. First query, company name is your ledger name we can use. GL ledgers. GL ledgers. Where ledger ID. And I need name here. This vision operations I need to display into your report. output at the left hand side dynamically. Ledger ID we can get dynamically, but I'm just hard coding here. The column name is name. Okay, this I'm going to print into RTF. I mean layout it is. So let's first go to the first step here. Query is over. Correct. And second is placeholder, new placeholder. Placeholder we already used. Where to take a placeholder? Go to data model. Okay. From where we can take placeholder? This is called a tool palette. Sometimes tool palette will be disabled also like this. You may not see. To see again, we have to go to V1 tool palette. This is the placeholder. See, we can keep anywhere, not only here, anywhere. What are you going to display? Company name, correct? Company name. All repetitive steps. One second. Company name is always character and give good size. Don't click on PLSQL formula. I showed you what you will get the problem. Now next, program unit. We already taken a package. Okay. Inside of package, we have to add the procedure simply. In the spec also we have to add, as well as in the body also we need to add. Program unit we created. Just simply we have to append. Where to go? Program unit navigation window, object navigator. Then after that, program units come down. And then package spec. See here only clear cut explanation is there. Package spec. Click on this. I'm adding another procedure simply. Procedure. Procedure name is what it is? Get company name. Now body. After spec, next is body. So the whole procedure like this it is. Same steps. Line by line, same will follow, except the select statement. As a next procedure it is. I can copy, paste, and rename, but you may get confused. Instead of that, we'll type it. Typing would be better. Okay, this is the second one. Tell me. Syntax, procedure. Correct. Get company name. Make sure there should not be a spelling checks. Is begin. First type here. You will forget order. Here. In between begin and exception, what I'm doing here? Statement which you developed. Select statement is very simple in this case. Name what we have to do. We have to take into one into class required here. Into L name I already taken here. L company name. Okay. Company name. This L company name is variable, right? It is not at all available as of now. It is not coming from database. So definitely what you have to do before begin, we'll have to declare it. Varchar 2 of 200 or 100, whatever. The semicolons, these are all don't forget. And here also semicolon. And before exception block, we have to assign it to the placeholder. So placeholder exactly what it is. This one. Correct. Minimize this, you can minimize. And you can maximize here. Okay. So how we can assign a value to the place, how we can get the placeholder dynamically is by using a bind reference. This called as a bind. See, colon is a bind reference. So without this bind reference, it will not be able to recognize assign. Then your variable name. That's it. See, if you compile it, will give error. So what is the error it is giving here? Encountered the symbol end when, okay, exception we have not written. Exception, how many types of exceptions we have in standard? When no data found, when others than, same only. We have to write a message in the log message, srw.message. For error handling, we can use this error at get company name. Dynamically, we can handle the errors. Okay. No, our own number only. Number identifier it is. We can give anything, not only one or two. Here, any number, not a fixed number it is. Yes, whenever you get a error, so at that time you can go to that particular. So I can give like this also. Any number it is. Compile. See, it is giving here error at get company name. Because this is not able to recognize here placeholder. Anything mistake? Just check. So this end is, see, end is not highlighted. Do you see this? Something went wrong here. Any comma extra, just check. There is no compiler here, right? That's a problem. Compile. Is there right already? End.
The first one, company name. That's okay.
Any spelling mistakes?
So,
This one.
The company name.
Okay.
Error message, message, one or two error or company name, CO, spellings.
No, actually, do you see here? It is not ended. This is the problem. Okay. Problem is that is okay. See, this is our own message. If you keep any message, that's fine. Okay, the problem is the single quote is missed. Okay, compile. No, it's fine. Now, if you don't take this, for example, colon, so it is giving error. It is saying that it must be declared. That's why if you want to refer any placeholder, what you have to do? We have to use definitely colon. We have to refer. That's it. Now what next? Call package name dot procedure name and before report trigger. You can go to here before report trigger. Next line it is. Okay, get company name it is. Package name dot procedure name. Here also compile. If you forget this, then your placeholder will fail to get a company name it is. If you don't write this package name dot procedure name or if you comment also, nothing will happen. But the problem is your placeholder will become a dummy here. That's why definitely you have to call package name dot procedure name. What next? Assign placeholder to text field in the layout model. Go to the layout model here, paper layout. I'm taking a text field on this. CP, company name. Anything missed? All the steps we followed, okay? Query, placeholder, assign, everything. All 5 steps we performed for company name also. So simply we'll move now or compile it. Before moving, compilation is mandatory if you add up any PLSQL code. Move this. We output. You can see the company. So it is not showing fully is because of properties. Properties are vertical elasticities. Instead of fixed, we can take variable. Horizontally variable if you want, you can take. Now move to server. We output. Hence it is displaying fully. Okay. Because of the properties, it is missed. Property names are how many values we have here? Variable, fixed. Mostly we'll use variable. If width we know particularly, then we can go with the fixed. Okay. So today, how many topics we discussed? Registration is the one thing. RDF registrations, reports, then user exits and mandatory parameter, then how to derive concurrent program name, how to derive company name. Overall, 4 points we discussed. So I'm stopping here. Any queries? If you don't know PLSQL also, no worries, just go through what is package. At least see here. Here. Right. All PLSQL covered here. Package name is covered, correct? Then procedure name. And after that, into class is covered. Exception handling covered. Raise, the whole PLSQL is here only. Okay. Go through all this. Any doubts, guys, online? Mamata?
No, sir.